Sri Ganesh Bhagwan ki Jai. Welcome to Sankhya Television and the program Vrat Tyowhaar. God's richest blessings to all of you in whichever corner of the globe you may be and wherever you may be listening or tuned into Sankhya Television. May the Katha be enlightening for you and may it be able to bring happiness and joys to your heart as you prepare for the Vrat, Ganesh Chaturthi Vrat, which is on the 21st of January. Lambodar is one of the forms of Sri Ganeshji. In each month in the Hindu calendar, there is a special day which is the fourth astrological day in the dark fortnight. And in the month of Bhadu, it is in the bright fortnight, that is the Jayanti time that is celebrated. But in each month, the fourth astrological day in the dark fortnight is known as Ganesh Chaturthi Vrat. So in each month, Lord Ganesh is celebrated, he is being worshipped by a different name. In this month, on the 21st of January, he will be worshipped by the name of Lambodar. So this is the month that is called Magh month, and we have the Vrat of Sri Ganeshji. They are 13 in numbers. That is for whenever there is a time which is known as the Adhik Mas, an additional month. That is the time when we have 13 Vrat of Sri Ganeshji, because there will be 13 lunar months. But ordinarily so, we have 12 Vrat of Sri Ganeshji. And he is being worshipped by the name of Lambodar. So on this day, we are supposed to fast and keep devotion. And the reasons why we do the fasting, one, is that it is able to ward out problems in our life. And the word Sankat itself means problems. So it is the Chaturthi in which we do the Vrat to ward out problems in our life. And the word Har, it means to destroy or take away. So that is why this Vrat is so special. So the fourth day in the Krishna Paksh, or the dark fortnight in every month, it is very, very special. Whenever this Vrat or this fasting day comes on a Tuesday, it has more or an additional amount of benefits that one can be able to derive. Because at that time, the name by which it is referred to, it is known as Angaraki Sankashta Chaturthi. So this is highly auspicious whenever it comes on a Tuesday. So one is supposed to observe fast for the day and do puja in the evening time. And when we would do the puja, we break the fast after Chandra Darshan. Chandra Darshan means having the chance to see the moon. So when the moon will come out, then you will give argh to Chandrama, and then we are going to break the fast. In the Bhavishya Puran and also in the Narsingh Puran, this Vrat is spoken highly about. So Sri Krishna, he related this Katha to the Pandava brothers so that by doing this Vrat, they will get rid of their problems and difficulties that they were having. And one is able to get lots of virtue, and they goes to Swa Anand Lok, which is the abode of Sri Ganesh. He is able to enjoy prosperity and blessings of Bhagavan Sri Ganeshji. And in the end, he becomes liberated from the cycle of coming and going, or birth and death. Indra was returning at a certain time from Bhushunji. Bhushunji is one of the great rishis. And after visiting Bhushunji, and he was moving onwards. It says Bhushunji was a great devotee of Sri Ganesh Bhagwan, and in was coming, he was returning, and he reached to the place where the kingdom of Sursen was. And it so happened, a sinful person saw his aerial chariot, his Biman, you call it, aerial chariot, and then the plane landed on the ground. So Sursen now was very much surprised because of the brightness of this Biman that Indra was traveling on, and he went to see this aerial chariot that came. The king saw Indra and saluted him, and he asked Indra that, Indra, what is the purpose for your visit? Please tell me. If I could help you in any way, oh Indra, please tell it to me. Indra said that, Maharaj, a sinful person in your kingdom looked at my Biman, my chariot, and caused it to land here. The king now, Sursen, began to ask Indra, well, how is it that your chariot will be able to move now? What can I do? How can I help you? So Lord Indra replied that today is Panchami. Panchami means 5th astrological day. It comes from the word Panch, which is 5. So Panchami is the 5th astrological day. And if a person would have done Ganesh Chaturthi Vrat yesterday, then if that person would give the benefits of that to me, I'll be able to move on to my journey. So the soldiers now began to search where they will find such a person who has done Ganesh Chaturthi Vrat the day before. They searched and searched, and they went to every section that they could have gone. They didn't find anybody. So after some time, the soldiers noticed that the Dut of Sri Ganesh Ji, they were going with a lady who had passed away in the early morning, and they were going to dispose of the body. And the soldiers asked, who is this lady? Well, she was in a lonely place. She had nothing to eat, a very poor old lady. And you are taking away this person has committed only sinful action. So, why are you going with her? He said, Maharaj, she is going to Ganesh Lok, the abode of Sri Ganesh Ji. So he said to the Dut of Sri Ganesh Ji, why are you taking her to Ganesh Lok? He said, well, yesterday for the whole day, she had nothing to eat, and she ended up sleeping for the whole night. So she got up, and that was after the moon came out. She had some food. Without knowing it was Ganesh Vrat, she did fast unknowingly. So even though she has done this Vrat unknowingly, according to the Ganesh Upasana, she has done that Vrat and she quit the body. So after that she didn't get a chance to perform any sinful action, Maharaj. So this, which is the blessings of Sri Ganesh Ji, is like a spark of fire. Our karmas are like a huge bale of cotton. When the spark of fire gets into the huge bale of cotton, it will reduce it to ashes. And when it is reduced to ashes, it is like burning away our karmas. we have no difficulties or problems because it is burnt away by the blessings of Sri Ganesh Ji's Vrat, even if it is done unknowingly. He said, but she did not know and do it. He said, Maharaj, if you touch the fire without knowing, you still get burned. And if you touch it knowingly, you get burned. So it does not matter whether you know and do the Vrat or you didn't know and do the fasting. Unknowingly too, you gain the maximum amount of blessings by doing the Vrat. So, the person who has done Ganesh Upasana once in their lifetime even, they are able to go to the abode of Sri Ganesh Ji. So the soldiers now requested that, look, give this lady's body to us. We will take it to Indradev and we will transfer that benefit so that Indradevata could be able to go back to his abode. They said, no, this is I am going to go to Sri Ganesh Ji. Sri Ganesh abode is the place where she is supposed to go and nowhere else. But it so happened the wind blew over the body. And as the wind moved on further, it went in the direction in which the chariot or the Biman of Indradevata was. And then it was able to move onwards to go to the heavenly abode. So it is written in the scriptures that even unknowingly, if a person has done some form of upasana or sadhana to Sri Ganesh Ji on a special day like that, it gives us the opportunity to gain that which is mukti or liberation. And when we would do the good things in our life, when we would cherish the very special days that are there as the fasting days and doing any austerity, whether knowingly or unknowingly, you are bringing some form of vibration to the world in which others too enjoy benefits of it. The heavenly bodies enjoy as well as the earthly bodies enjoy because of the good vibration. It is like the sandalwood tree and the axe. The axe will cut the sandalwood tree and bring it into pieces. But that sandalwood will give its perfumic smell to the axe even though the axe is cutting it down. So the good soul, the blessed soul, when you practice and do the austerities, you become like the sandalwood tree, bringing a very special vibration all around in every part that you go, so as to bring about peace and happiness in the surroundings. Wherever you touch, wherever you go, you bring great joy to the world. So therefore, the Vrat of Sri Ganesh Ji is very special. And remember, the 21st of January is the day in which we worship Sri Ganesh Bhagavan by the name of Lambodar. So let us pray together, seeking the blessings that wherever you may be and you are listening in, again we say Happy New Year to all of you, and Ganesh Baba's richest blessings to you and the family and all your associates. Om Param Dhama Parabrahma Parisham Paramadbhutam Vigna Nighna Karam Shantam Pushtam Kantam Anantakam Sura Surindra Siddhendra Stutang Saumit Parat Param Surpadma Dineshangcha Ganeshaya Mangalam. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sri Gajananda Swami ki Jai. Umapati Mahadev ki Jai. Pavanaputra Hanuman ki Jai. Siyavar Ramchandra ki Jai. So, this puja of Sri Ganesh Ji you can do at home in your own simple way. If you have a murti of Sri Ganeshji, you can bathe the murti with simple, by taking water. You'll offer dub grass on the murti. You'll offer red chandan or sindur on the murti. You put a nice red flowers for Sri Ganesh Bhagwan. If possible, and you could get 21 grains of dub grass and about 5 leaves of bel patta or bel leaves, you will string it together with some red flowers and make a little mala and offer to Sri Ganesh Bhagwan. You will give incense, dhoop, and when you are giving each of the items, you're giving the water, Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah. You're giving the perfume, Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah. You put in flowers, Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah. You put in the chandan or the sindur, Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah. Or you can use the mantra appropriate for that day, which is Om Lambodharaya Namaha. So that is the main mantra, because in this month he is known as Lambodhara. So Om Lambodharaya Namah. And then you are giving the parsad. If you have no parsad, you can give some fruit, or you can put some prunes or raisins, or if possible and you can manage to make some laddu, you offer the laddus. Om Lambodharaya Namaha. Put a bay leaf in it and durba grass and then offer that. Then you are going to give the arg in the evening time after the sun would set and the moon would have come out. You will make the offerings of the arg. You can take simple water, durba grass, some clove, whole grain rice. You know, when you mill the rice, sometimes you get broken. So don't use the broken one, use the whole grain one. And you will put a red flower in it and bay leaf, and you will make the offering to Sri Ganesh Baba. And Chandrama Devata, that Chandrama Devata, Ganesh Baba, you have the power to remove all bighan, all errors. And I am praying to you today, not only for myself, but for my family, my friends, my surroundings, my community, my country as a whole. Bless us all with the ability to think and to make proper decisions and to do all that is appropriate, so that we may come to you in all that we do. We offer to you our love and devotion. Guide us, be our guiding light, because you are the great light that has been able to dispel darkness and doubts from the mind of your bhaktas. So it is like burning away our karmas when we would do this bhakti. Sri Ganesh Bhagwan ki Jai.